Queríais una profecía. Alzad esa espada y mostradle al pueblo el poder de Excálibur.
Quite a lot. The only thing I had to do was respect the essence of the story. What was the purpose of the story? And then after that, I wanted to change absolutely everything. Because I'm not per se interested in a traditional telling of the story. I'm interested in the essence of the story and throwing as much creative expression as possible at the screen.
Arthur's usually been depicted as quite a noble character who immediately sees the significance of his call to duty and nobly goes about being the best king he can be. We said, what if Arthur was just you or I, and tomorrow we got told that we were the king or queen of England, and how would we react? And so that was the genesis of the reinvention, and then we took it from there and dressed him up the way we wanted to dress him up and made him a bit of a bad boy and a bit of a rogue.
I think what we were hoping to do was combine elements of the King Arthur legend that hadn't necessarily been combined before. So it's rooted in a sort of street gritty realism, but it embraces fairy tale, fantasy, folklore, mythology. It draws on the sort of Shakespearean themes of the familial drama. And by combining all of that, and obviously having the Guy Ritchie signature sort of action, banter, wit, what have you, it makes it a sort of unique version.
Contemplad al hombre que ha sacado la espada de la roca.
Fue Vortigern quien asesinó a tu padre. Pero con lo que no contaba es con lo que puedes hacer con esta espada. Voy a matarlo.
Guy is just an enormous amount of fun to work with. That's first and foremost. I mean, he's a very interesting man. You know, he's very, very smart, but he also is just like a good quality of life human being. So he doesn't believe that fun and work need to be mutually exclusive, you know? And so that was one of the things he told me on the first day, was that his central requirement of me was that I had fun every day, and that if he and I were having fun, then hopefully we'd make a fun film. And if me and him were making each other laugh, then hopefully we'd be making the audience laugh. So that was a really great experience.
Lo has notado, ¿cierto? El poder.
And I think they're both very hardworking and very experienced, and I like working with experienced talented actors, of which I think they both are, because they were on the same frequency creatively. So that made everything much easier.
Conozco tu historia. ¿En qué clase de hombre te habrías convertido si hubieras heredado el reino de tu padre en lugar de haberte criado en un burdel?
I would try to do everything I could to get out of it. That seems like an unreasonable amount of responsibility for one person. And, you know, as Arthur experiences in this film, I wasn't raised with the requisite skill set to take that job on. But, you know, if duty calls, you got to do your best, and so I would just try to conquer, you know, tackle some of the things that, you know, that make me very nervous about the way we're headed in society, you know, particularly environmental issues, you know.
Debes tener cuidado. Su poder está aumentando.
Que te tema la gente es la sensación más embriagadora que un hombre puede tener.
Vortigern is lost on the path of sort of rudderless ego, and is poisoning himself with a pact that he makes. So there's an element of deluded, drunk on power, almost, it's almost like he's in a haze, narcissism, and getting into that can be quite fun.
Estás jugando con fuego.
Pero el palacio arde que da gusto.
I mean, the central message of the film is anybody can do anything, you know, that they set their hearts on, as long as you are able to cultivate a strong enough sense of self-belief and know that there's going to be inevitable failure and pain an obstacle along the way, but everybody encounters that. But that idea, I think, is a very exciting and important message, particularly for the youth, that you really can do anything you set your mind to.
Conquer your ego.
You're controlled by essentially two components in life. Firstly, your environment, and then secondly, yourself. And there's a twofold strategy to, first of all, getting out of your environment and then getting out of yourself. And that is the message of the film. That and entertainment.
Ese es el rey.